Okay, good morning, boys and girls. Good morning to everybody over at New Albany who may be watching. Hopefully, you can see me. It's me, Mr. Cappello, over at the Memorial School. I know many of you come here for the SAC program. This is the first time we're trying something new, something different. So, if you're watching along, if you could ask your teacher to maybe go into the chat and just let me know if you can hear me okay. Like I said, this is the first time we've tried this, and today I'm going to be reading a story to you. One of my kids' favorites. I have four boys, two twins who are 14 years old, a 12-year-old, and my little guy who's in kindergarten at a different school in the town of Medford. And one of our favorite books that we read, maybe once or twice a week before bed, is Where the Wild Things Are. I'm sure many of you know it well. They made a movie out of it not too long ago, and it's by an author named Maurice Sendak, who's very popular. And this is one of our favorites. Like I said, we read it before bed. So now today, I'm going to read it to you. So, Where the Wild Things Are. And I'm going to turn the camera so hopefully you can see the book. This isn't perfect, but again, we're trying this for the first time. So hopefully you can see and hear. Boys and girls, if you can hear me, say yes right now. Okay, perfect. Good, you can hear me. So, Where the Wild Things Are. Where the Wild Things Are. Where the Wild Things Are. Story and pictures by Maurice Sendak. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew and grew and grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. And the ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. And in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. Get a look at the picture there. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once, and they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all, and made him king of all wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. You could see them all dancing and holding a wild rumpus. They certainly look like they're having a fun, good time. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. And he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said no. The wild things roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. And sailed back over a year, and in and out of weeks, and through a day. and into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. Well, thank you, boys and girls, for listening. I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday and you're having a very happy new year. Thank you so much for letting us try out this new technology with your class. You were the very first ones to ever get a live read from over here at the Memorial School. Again, it's Mr. Cappello saying goodbye. Thank you so much and have a great day.